October 7th wasn't the war, it was the sample platter. Former Air Force chief says Israel didn't survive the nightmare. It survived the preview. Drones, lasers, AI swarms, precision strikes. The next war won't look like October 7th. It will make October 7 look small. So how do you prepare for a future that's already here? The warning has come from someone who knows war inside and out. Former General Amir Eshel, a retired Israeli Air Force commander and former Defense Ministry director, stood before defense officials and tech leaders at Tel Aviv's Defense Tech Summit this week and delivered a message no one in that room will forget. Former General Amir Eshel didn't mince words. He told the room that October 7th, the day that shook Israel to its core, was just a teaser. A tasting menu, as he put it, of what's coming down the pipeline. His assessment, reported by the Times of Israel, called for urgent national preparation and large-scale investment in defense innovation.
October 7th was experienced in Israel as a modern war and a successful one, which is true. I want to argue that we went through, in some aspect, a tasting menu. The next wars, ours and everyone else's, will be orders of magnitude more challenging. We must prepare now.
Eshel described the October 7th attack, executed with ground forces, rockets, drones, and even hang gliders, as only a preview of a battlefield dominated by autonomous systems, high-volume precision strikes, and coordinated multi-domain pressure. He warned of a coming threat environment featuring, in his words, magnitudes more threats than the Iranian attack on October 1st, 2024. That assault included 181 ballistic missiles, intercepted largely by Israeli, US, and Jordanian defenses, with several impacting inside Israel. An earlier Iranian strike in April 2024 launched 170 drones and 30 cruise missiles. In his remarks, Eshel underscored that future conflict will be shaped by stealth and AI-enabled drones, directed energy weapons, electronic warfare, cyberattacks, and simultaneous strikes on critical civilian and military infrastructure.
It will be a different ballgame. Modern militaries currently lack effective defensive solutions against those evolving threats.
Despite a global surge in demand for advanced security technologies, Eshel said commercial investors remain cautious, citing fears of tech bubbles and past failures in offensive cyber sectors. He called for a sweeping national effort to mass-produce good enough, scalable offensive and defensive systems that can be fielded rapidly and in high numbers.
Israel's defense exports will become increasingly vital as new U.S. regulations on emerging technologies take effect. Israel remains one of the global leaders, but competition is first. Israel's qualitative military edge is based on U.S. support and genuine Israeli technology. We should boost our efforts to preserve and extend the edge. This is the moment.
Eshel argued that Israel's long-term security depends on reversing the innovation lag before adversaries field technologies that surpass today's threat profile. On the same day Eshel issued his warning, the Israeli Defense Ministry announced that the IDF will receive the high-powered laser interception system Iron Beam by the end of this month, as reported by the Times of Israel. Developed by Rafael Advanced Defense Systems Limited, Iron Beam has been in development for over a decade. It is designed not to replace existing defensive layers such as Iron Dome, David Sling, or Arrow, but to complement them, intercepting rockets, mortars, and drones at a fraction of the cost per engagement. Rafael declared the system operational in September 2025 after successful tests destroying multiple categories of small projectiles. At the Defense Tech Summit on December 1st, Brigadier General Benny Aminoff, head of the Defense Ministry's Military R&D Division, said,
Israel has reached a breakthrough in counter-drone detection and interception. In recent weeks, we have achieved a technological breakthrough in enemy drone detection, and we are now working on interception solutions using drone-based systems that enable response to swarm scenarios while accelerating the development of new directed energy weapons.
For Israel's border forces, especially along the Egyptian frontier, the threat is already real. Over the past year, smugglers and armed groups have repeatedly used small drones to transport weapons and narcotics, exploiting the difficulty of detecting such low-signature devices.